One of my very dear friends is a woman named Donna Guillaume, who was married to Robert Guillaume. And she was friendly with a woman who was working on an idea to try and do a John Lewis documentary. The woman's name was Kathleen Dowdy. And she couldn't get it really going. She had done some research. She had actually done some filming of John Lewis and some of the people around him, but she couldn't get it going. And she said, I need somebody to come on and help me pull this together. And so Donna called me and she said, I think you're the one to do this. And I said, Donna, I've got so many things to do. I just can't do it. She said, yeah, but it's John Lewis. And nobody's ever done a documentary on John Lewis. You could believe that after all these years. So I said, okay, I'll meet with her. So I met with Kathleen and we talked. And I thought, nobody's ever done a documentary on this man who's been a warrior for justice for all these years, started when he was 18 years old, and has just been there for the common man. So I said, I'll join you. So I joined her and helped her to raise funds, helped her to kind of find a way to put all the film together and put a crew together. She had done a lot of the work herself, but I was happy to do it. And she said, I just want you to, if you just lend your name alone, that would help. And I thought, well, that's very kind of you, but I don't think so. But it did help because we were able eventually to get people like Norman Lear and other people to kind of help us with it. And when Norman came on to help. So we put it all together, and then then you had to sell it. And I learned a lot about how, documentaries, everybody wants to make them, nobody wants to watch them. But we eventually, I actually took it to, once we got it all finished and got a cut done, I felt I had to show it to CBS because I worked there and they let me work on it. And I didn't think it was something they were going to do, but I wanted Leslie to see it and maybe think if maybe Showtime would do it. So I sent it to Leslie, and he loved it. He was a big fan of John Lewis, and he got me to Showtime, and then we got it to HBO, and then we actually took it to PBS, because the other people thought it was kind of a modest thing, and it wasn't quite right for them, but they all liked it, and eventually PBS thought it was the best thing, and they had the idea of doing syllabuses for classrooms, and whatever, and they also gave us quite a bit of money for PBS to buy it, which we were happy because we had lots of debts, or there was lots of footage you had to pay for and stuff like that. So